Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Orlando, Florida, the site of the KSA Events Classic, as the Upperman Bees are set to take on the Murphysboro Red Devils. I'm Noah McKay on the call here on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network from beautiful Orlando, Florida. The Bees set to take on a very good Red Devils squad. We're live on the UCR Facebook page and UCR YouTube channel. We welcome you in. Let us know in the comment section who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. I imagine it's all Upperman tuning in from back home in Baxter. An early morning start back home, 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. Eastern time for an Upperman team that's been in Orlando since Sunday. They've been enjoying the theme parks over at Disney World and now turning the page here to play some high school basketball. I mentioned the Red Devils, pretty good squad, coming in at 4-2 on their season, taking on an Upperman team at 5-2. Upperman trying to bounce back after that 55-48 loss against Siegel. It ended in absolute chaos. We hope there's a little bit less of that here this morning. We're going to do our best to let you know the timing as we go through this game. The scoreboard is actually behind us and to our left. It's blocked off, so I can do a little flexibility training to see it momentarily. But as we go, we'll try to keep you updated as best we can. But if you don't hear as many time updates, that is why. Make sure you hit share. Share this to your pages so people know they can watch this game live here from Orlando. Good morning, Jacob Vincent. I'm not surprised that you're awake this early. I don't know if everybody for UCR is awake this early, but we're going to rock and roll. The Red Devils in the red jerseys, red shorts, yellow numbers and letters. Upperman, the home team in the home white jerseys, white shorts, gold numbers and letters on the front and the back. Bronsden Chaffin in the circle here for the Bees. Two-man ref crews, and the tip is going to be won by Bronsden out of bounds, so it's going to go to Murphysboro. And instead they're going to call it a jump ball, and nobody ever possessed it. So they'll tip it off one more time. Starters in the game for Upperman: Ty Cobb, Jack Torrance, Evan Huddleston, Braden Roberts, and Bronsden Chaffin. Upperman possesses the second tip, and the freshman Ty Cobb will bring it across the timeline. Cobb fires it over to Jack Torrance. Torrance off the left wing side uses a ball screen from Chaffin. Flip pass over right side now Cobb. Cobb out of the corner. Ty breaks it over left side to Torrance. Torrance surveys the floor. It's a long, athletic Murphysboro squad. Not Murfreesboro. It is Murphysboro out of Illinois, the Chicago area. As left side, Torrance feeds it into Chaffin. Chaffin turns, pivots, post up, strong. Bronsden off the glass. No. Rebound tipped down, and the Red Devils possess. Into the front court come the Red Devils. Left wing pass side. Upperman settling into a little man-to-man look. Potentially, they may settle back into that 2-3 zone. They are. They're going to switch everything out of a man to start. Haven't seen a ton of man out of Upperman early this season, but the whole team is here now so they can play it more. Into the low block it goes. Torrance takes some contact. It should be a charge, and it is a charge. Good to see a good call early in the morning as that one goes on Shields. And possession goes back to the Bees. Once again, more than ever on this stream, please hit share. A lot of people don't know that there's a basketball game going on at 8:02 a.m. and that you can watch it, but you sure can. Back to action here as Ty Cobb will bring it up. In the Game Point Center, they call it here in Orlando, there's 4 courts. The girls will be in action at noon against Bentonville out of Arkansas as Ty Cobb in the lane, no good, too strong. Gets his own rebound. The put back up, good. And Ty Cobb gets the scoring started with the early 2. Now working ahead is Abernathy. Abernathy flips back a pass that was tipped by Roberts but came to the target. Cade Brooks, the leading scorer for Murphysboro, the player that Upperman had circled off the tape study that they did. Not a ton of film in these out-of-town tournaments, but you watch a little, you want to know what you're getting yourselves into. As Brooks has it on left wing side. Now he kicks out to Abernathy. Abernathy. Back to the top of the key. They work it over to Brooks. Upperman settling into the man-to-man. Off the screen, 3. No good. We got a whistle, and I think it hit the stanchion, and possession goes back to Upperman. So a couple of good defensive possessions here for the Bees. They've only had one practice. Listen, they played on Saturday, drove out on Sunday, enjoyed the theme parks the last 3 days as Braden Roberts being bodied up defensively. Backdoor cut to Cobb, who puts it in for 2. Nice feed by Roberts to find Ty Cobb, who made no mistake putting it in. 4-0 Upperman here early on in this one. They practiced last night to try to get some of the rust off, and it looked good early on. Out to Abernathy. Abernathy, step back 3 on its way, no good. And talking to coaches beforehand, they pointed out as Huddleston saves it into Torrance. They're going to take some long shots. Thing is, they can make them. Now Cobb, 4-3. That's no good. Rebound down. Great rebound by Huddleston, and he flips it up. No good. Rebound tipped, and that's going to be a foul on Upperman as it'll go the other way. Again, we can't see the clock. I'm bending over. 5:15 it says to go here in the first quarter. But you're not going to get as many time updates because you really can only do it when the play is stopped. It takes me going a long way to be able to see that. Abernathy gives over right side. Trying to post up Chaffin. Turnaround shot inside. That's a battle to watch. As putting it in was Bose for 2. Red Devils on the board. 3 minutes into the ball game, Ty Cobb has 4 points for Upperman. They have a 4-2 lead. Cobb works it over to Roberts. Roberts finds Chaffin, now Evan Huddleston. Huddleston back to Cobb. Cobb flips it over left side, Jack Torrance. That one blocked out of play by Cade Brooks. Possession stays with Upperman. Cobb to inbound, goes over for Chaffin. Sophomore Chaffin fires a pass that was tipped by Abernathy. A little ill-advised. Here come the Red Devils pushing in transition. Up and swatted. Bronston Chaffin gets up on an early morning and blocks that one. And then a foul called against the Red Devils. A nice job in transition defense by Chaffin. He shows off the vertical leap. He can get up. That's pretty cool, Randy. That they were your high school rivals. Cobb goes off left side, flips over to Torrance. Torrance picked up by Brooks. Now Roberts. Roberts goes back to Cobb. Abernathy now bodying up, little hand check, no problem. Driving in Huddleston. Huddleston looking to Roberts, but a just offline pass results in possession going back to the Red Devils. And Bobby McWilliams going to the bench. Clayton Harris, Cam Bush, and Branson Turnbow all to the scorer's table. Checking in for Cobb, Huddleston, and Torrance. So, very interesting to see what this offense looks like with Ty Cobb on the bench. He's not going to be there for long most of the year, but in a holiday tournament, a little classic, get him some rest. 3 games in 3 days for Upperman. They play today, tomorrow, and Saturday. As Abernathy fires a pass inside. Now they kick it over left side, Brooks. Brooks tries to drive the lane. Throws the fast pass over the baseline. Now out to Abernathy. Abernathy swings it around right side into the corner. Upperman moving all over the place on the defensive side. Running out of time. Nice backdoor pass. And the shot put up and good. That's Guthman. And we're tied up at 4. Now Branson Turnbow brings it up. Nice job of patience on the offensive side by the Red Devils. Now off a ball screen is Bush. Pick and roll to Harris. One dribble. Nice play for Clayton Harris, who kisses it off the glass for 2. Now Brooks will bring it the other way here for Murphysboro. It's Murphy. Not like our Murphysboro. There's a tip pass as Upperman forces the turnover. Turnbow goes ahead to Roberts. Roberts thought about the 3, instead puts the dribble down, and now he will trigger the open 3. That one off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Murphysboro. Now they go left side, driving in. Brooks tries to slice through. We got a foul on the floor. Shot will not count, and it was a quick breather for Ty Cobb as he checks back in. 2:24 to go on the first quarter clock. Bronston Chaffin out of the game, so a little bit of a smaller lineup. They got Clayton Harris in there for the post presence. Chaffin and Cobb really the only get above the rim players for Upperman. Left side pass. These two teams that play a fairly similar style. The difference as Cobb's going to steal this pass, it ricochets around and they'll award it to the Red Devils. That's the wrong call, but it's a 2-man crew. We're okay. That's actually a 3-man crew. There's 3 of them out there. Thought it was going to be 2, but there's a 3rd. Now working around Guthman. Now that one's stolen away by Cam Bush. Bush goes ahead to Turnbow. Maybe a little ball don't lie there as Turnbow fires the pass inside to Harris. Throws up the runner. No. Rebound down, and there's a foul on Clayton. A little bit aggressive. He tries to help the young man up as Fager hit the ground. Possession goes back now to the Red Devils. Both teams feeling each other out here. 6-4 our score. Upperman leads by 2. Abernathy going to bring it up here. Upperman showing a little pressure. Look, we haven't seen this at all out of the Bees this year. But as we talked about on some of the streams, Bobby McWilliams says they're going to get less vanilla as time goes on. Now with the whole crew in. Driving baseline, that one knocked away by Harris. Possession stays on that end. Big crowd tuning in early this morning. We welcome you in on Facebook or YouTube. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Abernathy gives over left side. Now he has it again. Now Upperman showing a little zone. A little high pressure here. Flip pass over. Bose goes to Abernathy. Abernathy back over to Brooks. Brooks to Abernathy. He can shoot the basketball. Now firing a pass into the lane. Shot put up over Roberts. No good rebound for Clayton Harris. He twisted his ankle, and he's feeling it as he comes back down the court. Hopefully he's okay. Cobb goes back out to Roberts. Nice pass to Turnbow. Drives baseline. Fires a pass to Bush. Now out Cobb. Cobb slices in. Throws up the shot. Good. No clue how Ty Cobb got that one to fall, but it's 6 first quarter points for the freshman. And now Brooks, they're letting him play, and then there's the foul on Cobb. Yeah, that was pretty clear. Not sure if that's Cobb's first or second. Maybe his second. That sends subs in, and I'm going to have a breather here for Ty Cobb. You got to be careful now with 2 fouls, I believe, in the first quarter. Upperman, though, out in front, 8-4. Brooks sends over to Abernathy. Abernathy crossing over. Getting in his grill was Evan Huddleston. And now a little flip pass right side. They go into the corner. Back out. That one intercepted. Branson Turnbow picks it off, and now Turnbow is fouled. He will go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. Good opportunity to tell you today's broadcast is presented by our friends at Nick's Restaurant. Branson Turnbow to the line with Jack Torrance at the scorer's table. And we've got 27 seconds to go in the first quarter. Free throw for Turnbow is good. Nine for our score. Second one for Turnbow. He lines it up and makes it fall. 2 for 2 for Branson Turnbow. And that's 6-point lead for Upperman here. 27 seconds to go in the first quarter. Brooks works it over left side. Upperman picks him up with a double team. Now Abernathy. They swing it around into the corner, trying to get an open look. Now they go even further into the corner. In the mid-range flip back to Brooks. Running out of time. Brooks gives off left side. Good defense here by the Bees. Pass back Brooks. Brooks has it poked away by Huddleston. Gets it back. Throws up the shot. No. Rebound knocked out of play. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. A good first quarter for the Bees here in Orlando. After one, they lead Murphysboro 10-4. You're watching Upperman basketball presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
To be in your new home before Christmas? This new construction open split bedroom plan in the Honeybrook subdivision has 1,560 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and features all appliances including a tankless water heater, natural gas heat, and central air. Best of all, the owner is offering a $10,000 credit at closing, which you can use for closing costs or a 2-1 mortgage rate buy down or a price reduction. For more information, call owner-agent Sonia Brown, realtor at American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145 or 931-526-9581. Frontier Chevrolet is under new management with a community focus and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, including the your first stop. Call Frontier Chevrolet today at 931-1255 or visit them online at caseyschevy.com today. Frontier Chevrolet is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. Opening the second quarter here in Orlando. Upperman leads the Red Devils 10-4. Noah McKay from my lovely Madison McKay producing things for us this morning here in Florida. Red Devils with the basketball. They struggled offensively against Upperman. They are really changing up the looks on defense. Upperman was not thrilled with the defense against Siegel. And so that was a point of emphasis this week. And in the first quarter, they lived up. And there's another steal for Ty Cobb. Cobb working with 2 fouls, and now he turns up the Jets. Goes to dunk it, no good, but Huddleston there for the easy putback. Everybody retreating for Upperman, able to get back. And as a result, Ty Cobb could be real aggressive. He was thinking about the slam, and instead Abernathy with it now here in an 8-point game. Brooks gives over into the corner. 3 ball is up. We're waiting for them to get rolling. We'll see if that does it as it splashes home for Shields, his first points in this ball game. And now Cobb will bring it up. Cobb gets it over to Torrance. Torrance now with Chaffin, left side Isaiah Helms. He's into the game. Helms with Cobb. Cobb finds Bronston Chaffin. Chaffin over to Torrance. Instead actually dribbles around. Nice play. Bronston Chaffin faked me and the defense out and finishes for his first points of the morning. You can see Bronston Chaffin getting more and more comfortable. He was in football mode. Now flipping it over to basketball. One of the best athletes in the school. Him and Ty Cobb going to be the stars of this team. Turnaround shot inside. Defense by guess who? Bronston Chaffin. Possession back to Cobb. Cobb fires a pass ahead to Torrance, who got his legs taken out. Now thankfully everybody is okay. That was a dangerous play as the defender undercut Torrance as he was in midair. Harris and Roberts back in for Torrance and Helms. Red Devils also have Guthman checking back in. Upperman here with a 7-point advantage. Ty Cobb has it, and we'll set up this offensive possession. Works it for Roberts, now Harris. Harris bounces to Chaffin, double team, turnaround, fade away, no, but he is fouled. He will go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. Bronston Chaffin starting to make his presence felt in the interior of the lane. Huddleston and Harris will stay in here as Chaffin will line up for 2. First one is online and good. 3 points in the quarter so far for Chaffin, back up to an 8-point advantage for the Bees. 2 for 2 for the sophomore. Abernathy going to give off to Brooks. Brooks, the star of this team, so far scoreless in the first half. He has it now on the left wing side. Upperman trying to take him out of the game a little bit as best you can. Brooks working it over. Now fires it back door to Abernathy. He stepped back jumper for 2. That's no good. A rebound down to Harris. Harris fires it to Cobb. That's a nice feed. Ty Cobb goes over to Chaffin, who puts it in for 2. Tic-tac-toe. Harris to Cobb to Chaffin. And Upperman's opening it up a little bit. Abernathy stepping through. That's a nice play. The shot won't fall. Harris with the rebound, and now here come the Bees again. Upperman in a rhythm here on the early morning. Nice feed inside from Roberts to Huddleston, who finishes for 2. And that prompts a timeout here by the Red Devils. A great start to this game for Upperman, and a full timeout called on the floor. We'll take it with them. The Bees lead by 13.
Steel Technologies has been part of the Rutherford County community for over 35 years. Their plants in Murphysboro and Smyrna include over 150 teammates who process coils, metal sheets, and planks for customers across North America. Steel Tech's Smyrna and Murphysboro plants are expanding, and they need teammates to join their team. With openings including machine and forklift operators, truck drivers, and more, they have the position for you with competitive wages and monthly bonus opportunities. For more information and to apply online, scan the QR code on your screen now. Steel Tech is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Steel Tech. Faith, family, Steel Tech.
5:11 to go in the first half. Upperman has opened up a 13-point lead over Murphysboro out of Illinois. Appreciate you joining us. Once again, the girls will be in action at 11 a.m. Central Time against Bentonville, a team out of Arkansas. It'll be right back here live on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Both teams playing 3 games each over the next 3 days. So we'll have 6 games from Orlando in total. Good crowd tuning in. We welcome you in. 13-point lead for the Bees out of the timeout. We'll see if they were able to change anything, as Brooks has not been able to do anything. Upperman shadowing him everywhere on the floor. Abernathy off a ball screen, fires to Brooks. And again, the double team arrives. Now backdoor, and there's a 3 that's nowhere close. Rebound down to Turnbow, and now Branson Turnbow turns and burns. Flip pass ahead to Chaffin. Couldn't get it cleanly, but throws it off of a Red Devil, and that allows Upperman to retain possession. A heads-up play by Chaffin as he was going out of bounds and just threw it off of one of the Red Devil defenders. You get a sub into the game here for Murphysboro. 25, Estelle going to check in, I believe, for the first time. Turnbow to inbound. Looks, now fires it up. Clayton Harris has to go back, tips it to himself. Good play by Harris, now finds Chaffin. Chaffin gives out to Torrance. Ty Cobb again getting another breather. See how this offense works. Torrance to Roberts. Now Harris. Fires into Chaffin. Turnaround shot too strong, no good. Rebound tipped around, and the Red Devils possess. Abernathy walks it across the timeline, sets up the half-court set. Back and forth they go to him. Quickly, Cobb and Cam Bush back to the scorer's table after a quick rest. Give him an extra minute or so after that timeout, then back to the scorer's table. Abernathy works over left side, now turning around right to Jack Torrance. 3-on-1 developing for the Bees. Fires it ahead to Turnbow. Finger roll, no Chaffin there, though, for the putback. Also won't fall. A couple of missed bunnies for Upperman. And allows the Red Devils to possess, trailing by 13. Upperman could very easily be up 16, 20 points right now. Back out Brooks, now into the mid-range. Turnaround shot up. That one won't fall. Another rebound for Harris. He's got a bunch. Now bodies hit the floor. Everybody's okay. Turnbow works it up. Left side, Roberts. And now he stepped out of bounds as he caught the pass, so possession will go back to the Red Devils. Here comes Cobb and Bush. In for Chaffin and Turnbow. Hilda's watching in the doctor's office. Evelyn's watching cheering on the Bees. Michelle is watching. Danny is watching. Heather is listening. Hopefully everything goes well with your dad's surgery. Luke, I wish I was soaking in the sun. It's been cloudy. Here comes Upperman the other way in transition. Into the low block, Bush. He's bumped, able to get it over to Harris. He loves that mid-range shot, and he rains it home. Clayton Harris, good for 2 more. Now Brooks ahead as Upperman pouring it on now, up by 15. They want to stretch it. Brooks looking inside. Now a little out pass. 3 ball is on the way. That one too strong, no good. Cam Bush runs it down. Upperman will bring it up. Roberts working off a ball screen from Harris. Finds Torrance. Jack Torrance. Harris calling for it. He has it. Harris, the double team arrives. He's tripped up. He falls on top of the ball, but he's still able to get it to Roberts. Slicing through. Right-handed runner. No. Rebound down. And there's a foul on Clayton Harris for a reach around the back, and possession will go to the Red Devils. Chaffin to the table. As his horseman for Murphysboro, and Brooks going to sub out of the game. Not been his day so far. Upperman ready for him. On the other hand, Upperman been very balanced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bees have already scored. Nobody more than 6. Into the low block, kick out Abernathy. Abernathy sends the pass over right side. I'm chuckling because the screen, they're literally putting their hands out. It's more of a push than a screen. Abernathy goes into the low block. Chaffin does not allow any room to operate, but a nice turnaround shot despite the good defense for Bose. That's his 4th point today. First points in a long time for Murphysboro. Still 22-9. Upperman in front. Cobb off of a ball screen, and there's a foul as they're bodying him up aggressively. 1:51 to go in the second quarter. Yeah, it's warm and in the upper 60s. We got in the low 70s yesterday, which is better than how cold it is back home, but still not as warm as it could be. Cobb, turnaround shot inside, can't get the roll, but a nice look on the set play. Here comes Abernathy into the front court. He goes over right side. Now back Abernathy. Abernathy crosses over left side, now driving baseline, backed out to Abernathy they go. Shot fake, now they go left side. Chaffin doing a great job shielding off the post. Now that pass tipped, but gets into the corner for three. Good, lucky break, and they cash in. Guthman splashes in the triple. Murphysboro back within 12. Bush gives over to Roberts. Roberts, great feed to Chaffin, who puts it in for two. Nice assist, and Bronston Chaffin cashes in. He's got 8 1/4. Abernathy now goes over. Time ticking away here in the first half. Coach Tyler with a nice wave to the camera. Pass inside. Nice shot fake, and Cam Bush got his money's worth. They're going to have to earn it at the line, but the shot fake inside got every defender off their feet, and this will send Fager to the line to shoot two. There are 4 games happening right now at the same time in this gym. The free throw's no good. There's several brackets of both boys and girls, so they'll be playing all day long here at this event center. The second one is up, and that one is no good as well. 0 for 2, so making it count on the foul and forcing the miss works out for Upperman. As Cobb gives over to Roberts. Roberts finds Cam Bush. Looking back door to Cobb. Nice tip, though, inside. They're able to save it. Yes. Battle for it. Ty Cobb has it. Cobb goes up and under. No. Rebound down. And Cobb's had several looks. He went sliding into the grandstands. He's okay, rubbing his head a little bit. Here they come. Driving up, stepping through, and a block is called on Bush. And this will be a trip to the line to shoot two for the Red Devils. Number 15, Guthman, to the stripe. Two coming for Guthman here at the line. They just missed 2 on the last trip, but that one is good. A better free throw shooter there now. He's got 6 points. That leads all the Red Devils. Misses the second, so 1 for 2. Cobb comes away with the rebound, and now Ty will bring it up. Cobb looking for Roberts. He pops free and triggers the 3. That one no good. They'll take that look every time down the floor. Now fight for the rebound, and the buzzer sounds. That brings us to the end of the first half. All things considered, a good first half for the Bees. After 2, they lead the Red Devils 24-13. You're watching Upperman basketball, presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. It's time for a Happy Hiller halftime show. Visit happyhiller.com to see how our friends at Hiller can help solve your plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical problems today. It's happyhiller.com. Upperman with the lead, 24-13 at the break. The girls play at 11 a.m. Central Time against Bentonville out of Arkansas. Joined now by Lady B head coach Dana McWilliams. Coach, you had some fun on this trip, 3 days. Now you're in a gym back to basketball. What's that process kind of like, getting ready to play a game after being in theme parks, maybe going back to theme parks later, and all the moving parts on a trip like this?
Well, yeah, last night we got a chance to come in and get about an hour's worth of work. So I think that got us kind of back on schedule. We've had a great time enjoying our parks and hanging out together. But I think last night when we got here kind of got us focused again on the basketball.
With that being said, what do you know anything about Bentonville? What do you know? What are you expecting to see out of them? And what's that process like of kind of scouting, knowing, 3 games against teams from all over the place, kind of different styles of basketball and all the things like that?
Well, we've got a couple films on them, and we've been able to watch a little bit. We're expecting a good game out of them. I think it'll be, pretty evenly matched from what I can tell. And, for us, it's kind of cool to play teams from other states and other areas and see different types of basketball. It's a little refreshing, honestly, because, a lot of times when you're in an area, people play the same way. So you get a step out a little bit and see a little different.
Obviously, it's not the juice in the gym of some of these games, but can that help you out when you get later into a postseason, which you guys obviously always hope to be in, of knowing, you're going to see those different styles within the own state. You start getting against some of those West Tennessee teams, they play differently than maybe the teams in the Upper Cumberland.
That's one reason that we try to go to different tournaments and we try to get outside of our area, just because it's nice to play different teams, different styles, different coaches, different ideas on what's going on out there. So, it's a lot of fun for us. We enjoy it, and hopefully, it prepares us for later on.
Absolutely. Well, there's a big crowd watching the boys' game. I'm sure we'll have a big crowd watching the girls' game as well. Coach, thank you as always. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
The Crossroads Auction Group are the Upper Cumberland's auction experts. As a full-service auction company, they take your stress away every step of the way. Servicing the entire Upper Cumberland, the Crossroads Auction Group gets your property ready from cleanup, setup, picture-taking, up to the auction and beyond. They handle all auctions from estates, residential, farms, land, commercial, and everything else. For more information, visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com or call 931-644-7149 today. The Crossroads Auction Group are proud sponsors of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The experts at the South Willow Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. Located at 640 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville, get your oil changed, tires rotated, and fluids filled. Need other repairs? Stop by for a same-day free diagnosis and estimate. South Willow Auto Clinic is a longtime supporter of student-athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. South Willow Auto Clinic, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
In the Upper Cumberland, we understand the importance of standing strong together as a community. When we face things like disease, sickness, or injury, we rely on family, church, or friends for help. But many of our neighbors are dealing with a health emergency without these essential blessings. That's where you can help. Donations stay local, and 100% goes to help your neighbors with medicine, medical care, and essential home needs. Please give what you can.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. When you see the happy face on our truck, Hiller! You'll be smiling cause you know that you're in luck. Hiller! When you're fixed up and you know it, Hiller solved it like you hoped it. If you're happy and you know it, shout it out. Hiller!
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do. Want to be in your new home before Christmas? This new construction open split bedroom plan in the Honeybrook subdivision has 1,560 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and features all appliances including a tankless water heater, natural gas heat, and central air. Best of all, the owner is offering a $10,000 credit at closing, which you can use for closing costs or a 2-1 mortgage rate buy down or a price reduction. For more information, call owner-agent Sonia Brown, Realtor at American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145 or 931-526-9581. Frontier Chevrolet is under new management with a community focus and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, including the 2023 Chevy Silverado and Chevy Equinox. Frontier Chevrolet should be your first stop. Call Frontier Chevrolet today at 931-823-1255 or visit them online at caseyschevy.com today. Frontier Chevrolet is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Steel Technologies has been part of the Rutherford County community for over 35 years. Their plants in Murphysboro and Smyrna include over 150 teammates who process coils, metal sheets, and blanks for customers across North America. Steel Tech's Smyrna and Murphysboro plants are expanding, and they need teammates to join their team. With openings including machine and forklift operators, truck drivers, and more, they have the position for you with competitive wages and monthly bonus opportunities. For more information and to apply online, scan the QR code on your screen now. Steel Tech is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Steel Tech. Faith, family, Steel Tech.
The Crossroads Auction Group are the Upper Cumberland's auction experts. As a full-service auction company, they take your stress away every step of the way. Servicing the entire Upper Cumberland, the Crossroads Auction Group gets your property ready from cleanup, setup, picture-taking, up to the auction and beyond. They handle all auctions from estates, residential, farms, land, commercial, and everything else. For more information, visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com or call 931-644-7149 today. The Crossroads Auction Group are proud sponsors of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back as we gear up for the second half here in Orlando. Upperman with a good first. They lead by 11, 24-13 over Murphysboro out of Illinois. I'm Noah McKay, Madison McKay running the camera for us. Scoring for Upperman in that first half is as follows. Bromsden Chaffin had 8 points, all of which came in the second quarter. 6 points for Ty Cobb, all of which came in the first. 4 points apiece for Evan Huddleston and Clayton Harrison, 2 for Branson Turnbow, for a team total of 24. They held the star for the Red Devils, Cade Brooks, scoreless in the first half. If they do that again, they're going to win this basketball game, but he's certainly a threat to get it rolling at any given time. Ty Cobb going to walk it across the timeline. He gives off to Evan Huddleston. Huddleston finds Bronston Chaffin. Chaffin looking backdoor to Cobb, and Ty Cobb hesitates in midair. A little bump, no problem, but he gets his own rebound, and it goes out to Huddleston. Huddleston inside, it doesn't fall. In and out for Evan Huddleston. A couple of nice looks for the Bees, but they come away empty-handed. Here comes Abernathy, gives over to Brooks. First in rhythm shot for him, and it's no good. Chaffin with a rebound. He turns and burns over to Torrance. Torrance bumped, able to corral. Now pivots around and finds Chaffin. Chaffin, left side Roberts. Braden Roberts thought about the long three. Instead goes inside to Chaffin. Kick out Huddleston. He'll trigger the three. That one no good. 3 open looks for Upperman. 0 points to show for it. Abernathy speeding into the front court. He kicks over into the corner for 3. No good, an air ball. Rebound down to Huddleston. And he finds Cobb. Cobb ahead to Roberts. Braden Roberts skies in. Throws it up again. No good. In and out. Bobby McWilliams not happy at all. Here comes Abernathy. Abernathy throws it up in the lane, and it's going to be a block. It'll be 2 free throws upcoming here for him as the collision came with Chaffin, and Cobb is called for the personal foul. That may be his 3rd. So Abernathy goes to the line to shoot 2 here. Gym is full between teams going to play in the next couple of games. The Lady Bees are here as the first free throw good for Abernathy. That's his first point. So Abernathy and Brooks, this team's leading scorers entering today, and 1 combined point make it 2 as he goes 2 for 2, and they're back into single digits after trailing by as many as 15. Cobb gives over to Roberts. Huddleston, now Chaffin. Cobb pops off a screen, now drives and kicks over to Roberts. Braden Roberts in rhythm for 3, no, rebound down. Upperman scoreless so far despite good looks. Roberts steals a pass, gives off to Torrance. Torrance inside. There's a block, no good, and possession comes the other way with the Red Devils. Abernathy bumped hard and goes down as Torrance tried to recover. A little life here for the Red Devils after really a long halftime. A lot of times in these play days, you won't have that long of halftimes or classics. In the lane, looking back door, and it's intercepted. Roberts read it the whole way and picked it off, and now Braden Roberts weaves into the front court. Roberts fadeaway inside, no again. Chaffin with the rebound, his put back, and a charge. Lowered his shoulder, possession goes back the other way to the Red Devils. Upperman starting to find themselves in foul trouble. Still leading by 9, but they got to be careful. This Chaffin's been called for a couple. Cobb already been called for his 3rd. Robin McWilliams looks to his bench, maybe thinking about going to some subs. Upperman's had pretty good looks so far in the 3rd. They're just not falling. There's a nice inside pass, little hesitation, shot put up, and good by Fager. Maybe timeout time for the Bees, as their lead has been cut down to 7. Cobb working against Abernathy. 2 ball screens for him. He's able to get it over to Torrance. Torrance finds Huddleston. Back to Torrance. Chaffin into the baseline pass. Looking into Cobb. Cobb shot fake goes up. Blocked again. And possession back to the Red Devils. Abernathy working on Cobb. Now gives off right side over to Brooks. Brooks gives a baseline pass now into the lane. Abernathy, little fadeaway. Tongue-tied here, he makes it fall, and now it is timeout time for Upperman. Out of the break, it is all Murphysboro as they've erased a double-digit deficit and trail by just 5, and that prompts the timeout by Coach McWilliams. It's a 30-second timeout. So it took, as we check the time here, 3 minutes off the clock, and Upperman is over so far here in this half, and the lead is down to just 5. They led 24-14, but a 6-0 run out of the break. And again, Upperman's had some pretty good looks. They're just not falling right now for the Bees. The girls will play at 11 a.m. Central Time out of Bentonville, Arkansas. Noon Eastern, right back here on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. We'll see what changes here for Upperman out of the timeout. Really didn't look like defensively the Red Devils changed much. Upperman just not making their shots, and Bentonville or Murphysboro has started to hit theirs. Branson Turnbow into the game. He adds a defensive presence to the floor alongside Clayton Harris, who does the same. Turnbow looking backdoor to Cobb, and Ty Cobb bumped in midair. No call, and it's no good. Rebound down. And here they come again. Another look that you would take if you're an Upperman fan, but it just doesn't fall. Out to Abernathy. He flips over to Brooks. Brooks with a baseline pass. Back to him. He's bodied up by Huddleston. Tries to move him. Huddleston gives no quarter, and there'll be a foul called against him. Upperman felt like Brooks tried to move him with an offensive foul, but they call it against the Bees as Cam Bush going to go to the scorer's table here. And he checks in for Huddleston. Upperman looking for a spark. They were rolling in the first half and now up just 5. Into the lane, Abernathy kicks out Brooks. Left side pass. Now they go to Fager. Fager back in Abernathy. Floats back, thought about the 3, instead gives off left side Guthman. Now Abernathy picked up by Cobb. Abernathy back off to Guthman. Guthman's hit a 3 and a 2. Now Abernathy. Abernathy drives it. Knocked out of his hands by Bush. Possession back to the Bees as Braden Roberts fires it ahead to Turnbow. Turnbow. Baseline now back out to Harris. Harris muscles through. Now Turnbow goes off to Cobb. Cobb sees the lane, drives in over to Turnbow, and he traveled. Possession will go the other way. Shuffle the feet, no doubt about it. Still a 5-point game as we got a new ball game here in the third quarter. Keep hitting that like button. If you haven't already, please do. 123 devices watching. There should be 123 likes at least. Upperman shows a little full court pressure. Brooks trying to orchestrate it as Turnbow, and that is a timeout called by the Red Devils just before the 10-second violation. So that gets him out of jail free as Turnbow was doing a great job on Brooks, and he almost had run out of time. So as I look over to the scoreboard again, I'm behind the scoreboard, so I can't give you the time every few seconds, but it's 3:37 to go in the third quarter, a 5-point game. Upperman led by as many as 15 in the first half, but a 6-0 run to open up the third for the Red Devils has changed the complexion of this ball game. So out of the break, it'll be Red Devils basketball. They're working right to left on your screen. Still scoreless for their leading scorer, their star, Cade Brooks. But some of the other role players have come to the party here in this third quarter and gotten them back into it. That pass to Abernathy was knocked away by Cobb. Again, running out of time. They flip it ahead, and Roberts tips it, but it finds the target. Brooks, he goes up, no good. Harris with the disruption, and then Brooks going to get called for the foul as he tried to hack it away from Harris. So possession back to the Bees here. Ty Cobb going to bring it up. Upperman looking for a bucket. They've been held scoreless here so far in this third quarter. Cam Bush with it. Works it over right side, Turnbow. Turnbow looking for Harris. Somehow gets it through a double team and puts it in for 2. Clayton Harris. We'll see if that jump starts the Upperman offense as Cobb skies up and steals a pass. Now Cobb gets it over to Roberts. He's open. 4-3. Good. Braden Roberts with a Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. And just like that, a 5-0 run for Upperman has them back out in front by 10. Now another pass that's intercepted by Roberts. Roberts gives over to Cobb. Cobb surveys. Now a great pass over to Turnbow. Turnbow drives the lane, throws it up with the right hand. In and out, no good. Rebound down to the Red Devils. Abernathy loses it. 3 straight turnovers. Over to Cobb. Ty Cobb is fouled. He will go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. Ty Cobb. And is all of a sudden out of the timeout by the Red Devils. Upperman adjust and now are starting to get real active on the defensive side. 3 straight turnovers. And Cobb goes to shoot 2 with Bronsden Chaffin back at the scorer's table. First free throw for Ty is good. First point since the first quarter for that young man. He's up to 7 in the game, though. Upperman back in front by 11. 2 for 2 for Cobb. You know, there's always a question. What's the kind of teams are you going to play when you come out here? And sometimes it's really good teams, sometimes it's not. The Red Devils are a good team. I don't think they would be an elite team in Tennessee, but they are a good basketball team, so it's a good matchup for Upperman here. And ahead they come, trying to break through Guthman. He's pushed in the back by Turnbow, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. He got his money's worth. Make sure they call it on the right person They do. It goes on Branson Turnbow and trip to the line to shoot two. We've seen a couple of times tonight where it looked like today where it looked like a foul should have been on one person. They called it on somebody else. So Guthman at the line. First one is good. He's got 7 points this morning. Early morning start time. Both these teams are based out of the Central Time Zone, so 8 a.m. start. As Guthman goes 2 for 2. The Red Devils back within 10. Huddleston gives off right side to Bush. Bush finds Roberts, now Turnbow. Turnbow to Chaffin. Chaffin, one dribble, kicks back out. Ty Cobb on the bench, getting a breather here to end the quarter. Cam Bush goes all the way around, throws it over his head, no good. An offensive rebound for Evan Huddleston. Kick out to Roberts for three, good. Braden Roberts starting to heat up with his second. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 of the quarter. He had no points at halftime, up to 6 now. Cobb and Torrance back to the scorers table as the Red Devils trying to respond. Fager, they are letting them get away with stuff both ways as Bush reached in there. Now Brooks, still scoreless. Cade Brooks. Somebody just hit a big shot on another floor. They're going crazy. Flip pass over right side. In rhythm, 4-3. That one won't fall. Rebound down. Cam Bush comes away. Now flips it to Turnbow. Turnbow goes over to Chaffin. Chaffin lowers in, and that's another charge. Yeah. That looked like the right call, and that young man paid the price as Bronston Chaffin, all 6'4", 200 pounds, goes in there, and he's still down, feeling the ill effects. That was shoulder, meet, chest. 1 minute, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter, a 13-point Upperman lead. The Red Devils rallied to get it back to 5, but Braden Roberts heating up from the field. A couple of more shots, Upperman's opened it back up. Now a pass again, tipped and picked off. Huddleston was able to tip it. Now Torrance in the mid-range, pulls up, no good. Ty Cobb tries to slap it in, and it won't go. Abernathy now, working into the front court. Euros through, steps, throws it up with the right hand, and good. Abernathy with the finish, an 11-point game. Huddleston goes off to Roberts. Behind the back, Roberts loses his footing, and there's the foul. Looked like it went on Cade Brooks. Just under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Torrance goes way back to Roberts, who's picked up in the backcourt, but now the defender retreats. Roberts gives off to Torrance. Torrance finds Huddleston. Backdoor cut to Cobb. Ty Cobb throws it up with the right hand too strong. Gets his own rebound. The putback blocked again. Third chance potentially for Cobb. Sky's up. That one won't fall. 3 looks for Cobb. 0 points. Possession back to the Red Devils as they'll bring it up. Abernathy gives off right side. Now Brooks back into Abernathy. He kicks out. Extra pass into the corner. Driving in Horseman. He throws up the shot. No good. Offensive rebound though. Some fresh size into the game for the Red Devils. His putback won't go. Running out of time, Torrance. Jack Torrance at the buzzer. No. And the putback will not count. 1 quarter to go here in day number 1 of the KSA Events Classic. Upperman leads Murphysboro 34-23. You're watching Upperman basketball presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
The experts at the South Willow Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. Located at 640 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville, get your oil changed, tires rotated, and fluids filled. Need other repairs? Stop by for a same-day free diagnosis and estimate. South Willow Auto Clinic is a longtime supporter of student-athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. South Willow Auto Clinic, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
In the Upper Cumberland, we understand the importance of standing strong together as a community. When we face things like disease, sickness, or injury, we rely on family, church, or friends for help. But many of our neighbors are dealing with a health emergency without these essential blessings. That's where you can help. Donations stay local, and 100% goes to help your neighbors with medicine, medical care, and essential home needs. Please give what you can.
Welcome back. 1 quarter to go as Upperman leads Murphysboro 34-23. That's right, Murphysboro, not Murfreesboro, as in an hour and a half from Cookville and an hour from Baxter. No, Murphysboro out of Illinois, the Chicago area. And Upperman leads by 11. It got a little bit hairy there in the third quarter. Upperman led by as many as 15 in the first half, but the Red Devils went on a run, a 6-0 run to open up the quarter, but the Bees responded and now lead by 11. The Red Devils going to have a little magic in them. As Upperman looking for their 6th win of the season here today. They'll play again tomorrow. We'll know the time a little bit later on. There's a pass into the lane. That one knocked away and Chaffin on a knee. Still battling for it. Abernathy ended up with it. Now the Red Devils with an opportunity. Baseline drive. Shot thrown up. Should be a charge, and it sure is. Bronston Chaffin took the charge. As Bose went in, Chaffin got to the spot. Stayed planted in possession back to the Bees. (34-23) our score. Upperman looking to extend this 11-point advantage. Huddleston, they're trying to get Cobb free off a ball screen. Abernathy did a good job denying him, and now he has it out in no man's land. Right side Huddleston. Huddleston kicks to Roberts. Braden Roberts, he's feeling it, but that one won't fall. Long rebound comes out. Red Devils possess. Brooks, shielded by Chaffin, able to get it to Abernathy. Now Abernathy finds some room to operate. They swing it around right side. Guthman into the low block. Turnaround shot. Chaffin blocks that one away, and Cobb tips it back to him. Now here's Roberts running the floor. Braden Roberts steps through and kicks to Huddleston. Now in the low block, Torrance. Torrance wisely gives back out to Huddleston. A lot of size in there. Roberts thought about it. He'll trigger it from way downtown. No good. A rebound down to the Red Devils. Now Abernathy trying to point Hale to the spot. Hale's got a ton of size out there. Came off the bench. Now Brooks, as Turnbow's back at the scorer's table here for the Bees. Abernathy inside out passing. 3-ball on its way. That's no good. Chaffin with a nice box out. He sends it ahead to Cobb running the floor. Ty Cobb in a foot race up and over. Good. Ty Cobb, 10 points in the game. Not a huge scoring output, but he's doing Ty Cobb things. And Upperman opening this one up. Brooks in some trouble. Able to get it to Abernathy. Abernathy slams the brakes, loses handle, pulls up for the shot. Good. A good job staying with it by Abernathy. He's got 8 points today. Lead back to 11 for Upperman. Cobb is over left side of Roberts. Now Torrance. Torrance finds Chaffin. A little mid-range bunny won't fall. Rebound down to Abernathy. Here come the Red Devils. They know they need a run. A little bit of urgency to him. Kick over to Brooks. He'll trigger the 3. No good, an air ball. Rebound down the right to a Red Devil. Stepping through, up and under. Good. Guthman with a nice finish. First Red Devil into double figures. He's got 10. Time ticking away, back to a 9-point game. Cobb flips over to Torrance. Torrance has it poked by Brooks. Now he retreats. Brooks throws it up, and it does not fall. There's a lid on the basket right now for Brooks. It goes out of play. Possession back to the Bees. He's been held scoreless right now, well into the fourth quarter. Turnbow and Harris in for Torrance and Chaffin. Once again, today's game presented by our friends at Nick's Restaurant. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. They've supported our Upperman streams for a long, long time. We appreciate it. Now into the low block. There's Cobb. He skies up. That's an easy 2 for Ty Cobb, 38-27. And people in Orlando over the next 3 days, I think, are going to learn the name Ty Cobb. He's one of the best players in every gym he steps in. As Brooks has it, whether it's in Baxter, Tennessee, Orlando, Vegas, doesn't matter. He lights it up. Abernathy steps back, and he'll trigger the 3. Had space, and he makes it fall. Abernathy triggers in the 3. He's got 5 in the quarter. He's single-handedly right now keeping Murphysboro in this game. Cam Bush at the table for Upperman as Roberts gives it over to Cobb. Now Harris comes out. Harris waits, now fires right side to Huddleston. Huddleston Fires inside to Harris, and he is fouled. And the shot will not count. .407 to go in the ball game. 38-30 our score. Upperman in front with the basketball. Cobb going to inbound here from the baseline. Sends it over to Harris. Harris, and now an offensive foul is called. Not sure where it was. I totally missed it. But it goes on Cam Bush, 11. So possession back now with midway through this fourth quarter. 38-30 is our score. Full court pressure time here as they are able to break at the last minute to Guthman. He runs into Harris, and a foul is called. It's a bad call because it'll be a two-shot foul for Guthman. As Harris, a little bit frustrated, rightfully so. He went straight up and down. He has every right to do that. In a game where they've really let him play, that's ticky-tack. First free throw, Guthman, it falls through. So Guthman and Abernathy, the two that have been able to score, as it's a 7-point game. 2 for 2 for him here, and it's down to 6. Upperman's got to be careful. And now we have a whistle, and a timeout was called, an official says, before they inbounded it. So the Red Devils get the timeout. They've erased another double-digit deficit to get it back to 6. 38-32 here in the waning moments of the ball game. 3:50, 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in day number 1 of the KSA Events Classic. Stick around post-game with the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. And at 11 a.m. Central Time, Upperman against Bentonville out of Arkansas. The girls will play. And it's right back here live on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Today, tomorrow, and Saturday, the Bees and Lady Bees in action. Every game live here on our network. We've got other action coming up for you tomorrow night as well. A bunch of games happening as the season is in full swing. Tomorrow night, Van Buren County against White County, Pickett County at East Robertson, and Cookeville against Oakland. We'll have crews at all 3 of those games across the state back home in Tennessee. Here, Branson Turnbow gets it into Roberts. In a 6-point game, they don't have to be overly aggressive. The Red Devils, they're just trying to force some misses, make a couple of baskets of their own. Turnbow picks it up, gets it to Bush, give and go, now over to Roberts. Roberts double-teamed, able to flip it inside. Turnbow, who goes up for 2. Good finish by Branson Turnbow. It gives a little bit more of a cushion to the Bees. Now Abernathy with it. Lots of movement, of course, in a gym like this. There's no high grandstand, so apologies for that, but I'm looking through the crowd as well. I'll bring it to you. Left side, Guthman. Guthman gives off left side, Abernathy. Abernathy picked up by Bush and Turnbow. Back to the top of the key. Trying to drive inside. Runner thrown up. No good. Rebounded by Bush. Bush gets it to Chaffin. Chaffin shields off the defender. Now bobbles it, loses it. Possession goes back the other way to the Red Devils. Now Brooks slicing through the lane. Brooks up and under with the left hand. Good. His first point today comes late in the fourth quarter. Cade Brooks has it back to a 6-point game. Now Cobb picks up as the double team arrives, and he stepped over to the line. It's over and back. Possession goes back to the Red Devils. 40-34 our score. Big possession here for Murphysboro. Upperman defensively trying to lock in and secure a victory. Pass over to Brooks. Brooks finds Abernathy. Now into the mid-range kick-out pass. Back to Abernathy. Thought about the three. Instead puts the dribble down. Now Brooks wants it. He has it. Popping back out. Right side pass into the mid-range. Abernathy goes baseline. Little shot fake. Now a kick out. Extra pass to Brooks. He's open. 4-3. No good. Too short. Rebound tip. Chaffin couldn't corral it. And a shot put up and good on the second chance for Fager. And all of a sudden, it's a 4-point game. Closest it's been since the first quarter. Upperman needs to find a bucket somewhere and kill this clock. Cobb with it. Cobb gives off to Turnbow. Defense arrives. Turnbow goes away. Fires over to Roberts. Roberts inside, throws it up. Good. Braden Roberts with a nice touch for the finish. 8 points all in the second half for Roberts, and Abernathy brings it up now. Brooks looking for the answer. Gives off, nearly stolen away by Roberts. Instead gets back to Brooks. He sends it over to Guthman. Guthman flips back over to Abernathy. Abernathy to Guthman. He kicks into the corner. Stepping back, thinking about the three is Brooks. Now they go back to him. Brooks gives over right side. Now into the mid-range. Step back Abernathy. Spins around. Chaffin there every step of the way. Shot no good. Roberts with a good rebound. Sends it to Cobb, who's running the floor, and Ty Cobb with the easy lay-in with the right hand. Now ahead they come Abernathy. Some interesting things on camera today. Now that three ball, no good. Rebounded to Turnbow, and it sure feels like Upperman is rolling away. Driving inside, Bush got too far underneath the basket, no good. Long rebound comes down. Little shot fake inside, shot put up and good. Finished that time by Fager, and we got another timeout called here. That one goes to the Red Devils. 34.5 seconds to go in the game, though. It's a 6-point game, and this one likely over if Upperman can hang on to the basketball and make free throws. 34.5 seconds to go. It is 38-44. Apologies for the score being incorrect. Again, we can't see the scoreboard here, so we can't double check until we get to a stoppage, and I can stand up and look for it. It's a 6-point game. Red Devils down 6 will no doubt be selling out to force a turnover. Then they'll have to play the foul game. Upperman will look to ice it away at the line. Ty Cobb with 6 points here in the fourth quarter. Gives him 14 in the game. Cam Bush going to inbound it. Upperman just cannot turn the basketball over, up 6. Gets it into Cobb. That's who they want to have the basketball. Cobb gives over to Turnbow. Turnbow with a double team arrives, able to get it to Bush. Now Roberts. Roberts cornered, and now we have a whistle and a foul. I'm not sure if that's the bonus yet or not. It is not. Time ticking away here. The final minute of the fourth quarter. Upperman looking to secure their 6th victory of the season. Cobb inbounds it to Harris. Thought about the three. Instead, it's swiped out of his hands on the floor. The Red Devils, and we've got a whistle and a timeout called by Murphysboro. So that time, they're able to get the turnover, but it comes with 20 seconds on the clock. 2-0 in a 6-point game. So not over, but they're going to need a lot to go their way. It's the turnover Upperman didn't want to have, but it comes a little bit later on. So exactly 20 seconds to go. Michelle, yes, you are correct. That is what you saw instead of the Ty Cobb layup. Mentioned the grandstands are all these little 3-row risers, so we're right here on the floor. That's the experience you're going to get sometimes with a lot of teams in and out. 4 basketball courts, all with games going on simultaneously. So out of the timeout, it'll be Red Devils basketball. 20 seconds to go, a 6-point lead for the Bees. They've led wire to wire in the game, but give credit to the Red Devils. They've been able to show some fight and keep it interesting here in the second half. They battled back. inbound from the far baseline, have to go 94 feet looking for 6 points. They'll be looking for a 3. Instead, they'll come in on the sideline just near the Upperman bench, make it 84 feet. If you haven't already, I'll ask one more time. It really does help us out a bunch. Please hit that like button. Comment along and share the stream. Abernathy with it. Over to Brooks. Brooks with a little shot fake. Now Abernathy, he wants it. He has it. Triggers the 3. Good. Abernathy with a big 3. And they have life now as time ticking down. Inbounds pass goes to Bush. Bush is fouled, and he is feeling it. He got hit in the thigh. And hopefully Cam Bush is okay, but he is down and in some pain. It was inadvertent. Not sure if it was a hand or a knee, but he's back on his feet. Good to see. 8 seconds to go, so either one of these falls for Cam Bush, and it is likely over in favor of the Bees. We're going to have a senior, and it may not be the bonus. It's not the bonus, so scratch that. They're going to inbound with 8 seconds to go, and they will have to protect the basketball. They want the ball in number 0's hands, and everybody on this side of the gym knows it. They're wiping up the sweat with the shoes, trying to dry it out. 3-point lead for Upperman. A double-digit lead has evaporated. 8 seconds to go in the ball game. Chaffin going to inbound with the set play. Chaffin gets it into Cobb. There's the foul. Abernathy commits it, and now it is a trip to the line for Ty Cobb, the freshman point guard. Sorry for that. Apologies. We'll get the screen corrected as the entire riser nearly just fell when I stood up. That's great to see. 7.2 seconds on the clock. Cobb at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. First one, no good. Upperman needs one to fall. Still 44-41. Second one does fall for Cobb. That's a huge free throw make. And we've got a whistle and a timeout call by Bobby McWilliams with 7.2 seconds on the clock. So in a 4-point game, you're saying do not foul. Even if they make a shot, you don't have to inbound it again. You can stand there with the ball on your hip and run out the final 5 seconds of the ball game. So the only thing that could beat Upperman in this game is a foul on a 3 that gives it a 4-point game, or trying to inbound it after a make when they don't have to. They can stand there and let the clock expire even on a made shot by the Red Devils. And I'm sure that's part of the discussion right now in that timeout circle. Stick around for the Swallows Insurance post-game show. We'll go through the scoring and have the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game before we take our equipment over to the court next to us and get set up for an 11 o'clock start time back home as Upperman takes on Bentonville in girls basketball action here from Orlando. So from the far baseline, 7.2 seconds to go for Murphysboro. Abernathy with it. He brings it up. Abernathy gives off to Brooks. Brooks triggers the 3. It is no good. Long rebound out of play, and the buzzer sounds. Final score, Upperman 45. Murphysboro out of Illinois 41. The Bees victorious. It took a little bit of an effort there in the fourth quarter as the Red Devils came on strong late, but ultimately it was the Bees riding that hot start, particularly a very strong second quarter, en route to the victory. We welcome you to the Swallows Insurance post-game show. Swallows Insurance, we thank them for being an all-inclusive sponsor to us here at UCR. If you want to be an all-inclusive sponsor, you can send a message to our Facebook page, Swallows Insurance. You hear from them during each and every broadcast that we have. Scoring from the game is as follows for the victorious Upperman Bees. It is Ty Cobb again with 15 points pacing the way. 8 points for Braden Roberts, 8 as well for Bronsden Chaffin, 4 apiece for Branson Turnbow and Evan Huddleston, 6 for Clayton Harris for a team total of 45. The Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game this morning, without a doubt, once again, as it will be many, many, many times in the next 3.5 years, Ty Cobb, the freshman point guard, leads them in scoring. He's a huge reason why they won this basketball game as the Bees improve to 6-2. Join us at 11 a.m. Central Time as the Lady Bees take on Bentonville out of Arkansas. Until then, final score, Upperman 45, Murphysboro 41.